Welcome to more Gran Turismo Sports Specialtatin. Today we have vehicles that can't be changed. I'm stuck in my own car in the replay. And we still have that HUD coming up because I don't know. Anytime that I do anything, it comes back up. And that's just stupid, but whatever. Whatever. It's still not fixed. This is after the 1.06 update. Some races you still can't change around the cars, and the HUD thing still comes up when you do anything. There's no way to turn that off. But, whatever, it's a good race. Blah blah blah. Yay. If y'all saw the video with the 2 laps of clean racing, this was that race. But I figured I would go ahead and specialtate it because, well, really all around it was a good race. I don't really know what happened to the original second place driver at the start there. I guess controller died or something, I assume. But yeah, as of now, everything's going good except for, well, that original second place driver. The drivers behind me are... Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't actually go back to see that panel. Right. Seriously, PD, why is some replays you can switch cars around and some of them you can't? Consistency. That would that would be delightful, wouldn't it? Also, consistency. That would be delightful, wouldn't it? I don't even have to change views for y'all to know what I mean there. But anyway, this race is relatively consistently good because people are actually consistently clean, and by people I mean the one person I'm racing with. It's already a 2-car breakaway, so I can't really complain about that. And it's a competitive 2-car breakaway, so it's still entertaining. I'm pretty much guaranteed second place unless first place gets dirty later on. And it's still entertaining enough where it's still a nice battle between the two of us. So whatever, I guess I can't complain about that aspect of it. That's like I've said in the closed beta is however wonky GT gets, which is pretty cut and picking wonky in sport. 6, the wonkiness was just bad servers connecting to it. In sport, it seems like the wonkiness is how the servers act once you're connected to them. The connection itself is alright, but what happens in the servers is still kind of messed up. Anyway, like I said in the beta, what really makes it, even though the servers and all that are still wonky, are the players in the servers. If you're racing with good people, generally that can make up for the wonky servers. If you ain't, it's terrible at times, but when it is, it's actually pretty cotton picking fun. So, yeah, this is pretty cotton picking fun. Yeah. Side by side, clean, and yeah, even. Staying even. Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, this is a part that y'all have actually already seen, but with cinematic views. Unless I go into chase cam, because no consistency. But whatever, I'll keep it positive as long as the driver in front of me stays positive, because actually it is for now. And that's another thing too, like I've said in the closed beta, is on oval racing, generally I won't necessarily try to be all that aggressive at the start. It seems like generally whenever I am, bad things happen. Generally, I'm more of a bump drafter than a bump draftee. A lot of the times, I don't even really bump draft into turns just because I don't want to risk it. Because, well, there's no need to. Honestly, I'm alright with second. Given I qualified than third, I'm pretty much guaranteed second at this point. I can't really complain. But of course, if I can win, I will win. But, I mean, we'll just have to see, folks. There's still quite a bit of racing left to go. And, really, that could be for the better or for the worse, really. I could gain a spot, or the first place driver could get aggressive, but as of now, it's sort of kind of neither, because we're about as evenly matched as it could possibly be. Which is kind of odd, too, because if I remember correctly, that particular driver was like top 10 leaderboard. I don't really know, because it doesn't sell past top 10 leaderboards, even though it does in the FIA races. Consistency, that would be fabulous. That would be fabulous. But whatever, this race is still consistently good. At least I'm consistently saying the same things, some of which are bad, some of which are good, but at least it's consistent in its inconsistencies, I guess. Is that a good thing? I don't know, but it's inconsistently, so whatever. At this point, y'all probably don't even know what I'm saying either, but at least it's consistent. At least everyone doesn't know what I'm saying, including myself. Let's just let the racing do the talking. Okay, that's already getting kind of sort of boring, isn't it? Yeah, I've already seen racing do the talking. On an oval, it's sort of kind of always the same type of racing. But it's consistent racing, so yeah, I guess. Is that worth it? But yeah, I don't know. It might be worth a yeehaw. Yeah, maybe. At least that's consistent. Or is it? I don't know. It's side by side, so there's really not much more to say than that. It's staying side by side for like ever. And I don't know what happened at third in this either. Oval racing, everyone generally qualifies relatively close to each other, especially in the A driver rating split. How they're not catching up when we've been side by side virtually past like the third lap the whole time, I don't know. And that's the thing too, like I said at the beginning of races, I'm the bump drafter. I purposely bump drafted for like 2 laps just to get a lead going, but I'm surprised that lead hasn't shrank, or lead between the two of us. I mean, the lead between like us two in general, not the rest, have been changing all race, but the like we're the lead pack, that hasn't changed at all. But what might be about to change is how aggressive we are racing with each other. I'll stay clean if that driver stays clean, but well, there's been a whole heck of a heap of dirty drivers, even at A class driver rating. So, yeah, I mean, y'all can be an eye to the beholder if this race has been clean so far. In my opinion, it has. I haven't done anything dirty that I can tell. That driver in front of me hasn't done anything dirty that I can tell. So, let's hope it stays that way for the final lap. And, well, I'm pretty much where I want to be. I'm in a draft so I can make a move. And by the time I would make the move, it would be too late for the other driver to make the move. So, as long as that driver's clean, this is probably going to come down to the wire. I'll go for a crossover to the next turn because that's pretty much what I have to do. But as long as no contact's made, then it's fine. And we're both giving each other room, so it's pretty much who has the better run off and the lag and the, oh dear. This is gonna get chaotic, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, I tried. That I was pretty clean there at the end. Like I could have probably, when that driver swerved down, I could have swerved up, and I bet I would have ended up spinning that first place driver, because that would have been about the equivalent of a pit maneuver where our like cars made contact. So I probably could have won that race if I was raced as aggressively as the first place driver did at the end there. But I was clean, so whatever. Qualified third, finished second, can't really complain. Clean race that stayed competitive throughout, except there is something to complain about other than the wonky controls. The penalties are still wonky in terms of sportsmanship rating. As I said, driver mating, good race, good people, blah blah blah. Sportsmanship rating is still pretty cotton picking broken, and I'll prove to you here. Again, I don't really feel like making full PD logic because it'll never change. But for something like this has to be pointed out. Y'all leave in the comments, what did I do dirty that race? Pretty cop picking sure it was nothing, but if y'all see something, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll acknowledge it and try to change it. I bump drafted to a 2-car breakaway, so I could have just raced like side by side the whole race and had it be a competitive pack, but instead I was nice enough to be the bump drafter and get us 2 away from the rest of the pack. And then I could have easily wrecked that dirty driver in front of me who got desperate at the end because I had the momentum. I could have just pit maneuvered him, but I didn't. And yet I was the one who lost sportsmanship rating there. How? Just how? Some things never change. 1.06 has changed a lot of stuff, but in terms of this still has never changed. This being the wonky sportsmanship rating system. Again, the people can make a race good, but the before and after the race is still pretty caught picking bad. Will it improve? Well, there's no way to know. And until there is a way to know, I don't really think it's truly worth a yeehaw in terms of the actual gameplay. But it is worth a yeehaw in terms of the race. It was one of the better races I've had, so yeehaw. Let's hope that I can actually get a well-rounded yeehaw and actually have a race finish in a way that rewards me for racing, in my opinion, clean. I don't know what could have been dirty about that race, for Jiminy Cricket sakes.